Welcome back to our channel, Josh and Siena, and today we'll be giving you an update about our life since we haven't done that in a while.
Lots of things have changed since the last time we made a video like that.
So we'll be telling you more about why we're in the Netherlands right now and how it has been and what our next plans are.
So first off, we wanted to kind of share why we're even in the Netherlands to begin with. In case you didn't know, we're actually planning on settling in the United States. So the reason we're actually in the Netherlands right now is simply because while Siena is waiting for her green card marriage visa in the US, we have to be outside of the country for that whole entire time. And the whole process is like 9 to 18 months long.
Yeah, so we've been living here in the Netherlands right now for about 6 months already, and right now they're just looking at our green card process, so take a little bit longer probably. So
we are only on step 1 still, and there's 12 steps total. The 11 steps that come after step 1 are thankfully much quicker than step 1, but yeah, it's still a lengthy process. There's so much paperwork, so many different filing fees, and we even have to have a lawyer just to help us navigate all of it. So it's quite the journey with that.
It definitely is, but we're very grateful we have a lawyer because I could not do it without a lawyer. Well, Josh is really good at this kind of stuff too.
Last time that we were in the Netherlands, I had stayed by starting a business and getting a self-employed visa. And that entire process, we had no lawyer, no legal advice or anything. That was just all figuring it out on our own.
That was all Josh.
But now, of course, that we are in the Netherlands here, it makes it a little bit complicated to apply for a visa in another country when you're on the other side of the world. And
so we thought it'd be smart to get a lawyer.
Plus, it's a bit more complicated to get into the US than the Netherlands.
Yes.
And expensive and all of that.
So that's why we are in the Netherlands right now, but we're also here because now we can spend some time with my family here and just in the Netherlands probably for like the last time in a very long time. So
at least living. Of course we're going to visit the Netherlands, but when it comes to actually settling down, we don't really feel like hopping from place to place.
Although we also just don't know.
No, we don't know, but the idea is that we stay in the US minimum of 5 years because that's about how long it'll take for Siena to get citizenship. But it's not like we plan on leaving as soon as that's up. That's actually where we would like to live. We're also really taking advantage of the time that we have in the Netherlands to spend time with Siena's family and to experience Dutch life, Dutch culture, and really have that aspect of our relationship.
So how has it been living here? It has honestly been pretty challenging, if I may say so. It's mainly because most of our close friends we already have live in the US, and that just makes it really hard, and everything here is still in lockdown with COVID and everything, and now just everything opened up again. But there is so many limitations, which caused me personally to have a pretty difficult time from time to time because there's just not as much personal interaction.
Thankfully, we have been able to get to know a couple of people, though. We recently got connected with a small group, so we've been able to see people every week, and that's been really, really good. It's
been so good. We even got a really nice other couple, married couple, and we're friends with them now, and it's just really nice to have some friends here. And of course, it always takes time to make friends in a new place.
The other side that makes it challenging, though, is because we know we're also leaving before too long. So it's kind of this constant balance of trying to figure out how many roots do we really set here, and how much do we just prepare for when we're actually gone. So it's kind of a weird thing to have mentally, and not really knowing how much to even want to make a place feel like home.
Exactly, and the same thing with our house. Our house, the walls, like we mentioned before in one of our videos, we don't even have real walls, and they just kind of look terrible, but we're kind of why would we even change it if we know we're leaving soon? So it's kind of that, like Josh said, that difficult balance where we're not sure how much we should settle and how much we should not settle. That makes sense.
On top of that, we've also just been very busy with both of our jobs. Siena is still working at the same place that she has been for the last year and a half, and I have been doing a different bits of independent contract work, although lately I've been having to take a break from that because of some injuries, unfortunately. And we've also just been very busy with school as well. So Siena is studying half-time on top of her pretty full schedule with work, and I'm also studying full-time. So very busy with that.
Yeah.
And when you have less connections with people and a lot of it's spent stuck inside, it makes it, you know, a little bit harder to stay motivated sometimes.
That's true. But it's also, like I said before, it's a good challenge, and you learn a lot from it.
That's for sure.
I wonder what happens if I actually run after them and then jump in the water with them. I don't think they expect that. I wonder how they would respond.
So obviously the first part of what comes next is us moving to the United States. However, like we mentioned before, that whole process of getting approval for Siena is about 9 to 18 months. So that means we could be going anywhere from summer of 2022 to spring of 2023, which makes it a bit hard to plan for things.
Yeah, it's very difficult. It's such a wide range that, again, we don't know how to balance that.
By the time we actually know when we're going to be moving to the US, it'll be probably around this summer. Part of these 11 steps that take so long, the ones that have the potential to take a really long time are also towards the end. So we'll really have a better idea probably this summer of when we're going to be making our way over there. Hopefully, though, we can visit our home in Michigan in May for our best friend's wedding.
Yeah. So I really hope that works out. But it's honestly kind of scary. So because I'm in the process of getting a visa, a green card, I might be able to get into the US, but honestly, we are not sure. So it's kind of tricky.
There's like two halves to the process. The first half of the process, it's very likely that they would let Siena into the United States. The second half, however, is not. And that's because she's so far into the process and they really know that she intends to immigrate there. So they're like, well, why would we let you in now when you're just going to get approval for your visa in a few months? You should just wait.
Yeah.
That's a simplified version of it. So we have plane tickets booked already into the United States, but we're not actually going to know for sure if Siena gets let past security until we're there.
So that's kind of terrifying.
And hopefully they don't put her on a flight back to the Netherlands when I'm still in the US for 2 weeks for our friend's wedding.
That'd be so sad. That'd be so sad. So let's hope and pray that doesn't happen.
Yeah, that would be ideal.
So who knows what's next, actually.
By the time we get to the US, I don't know. We have some ideas on what we'd like to do when it comes to jobs and school, but it's so difficult to plan ahead when we really don't even know how long it'll be till we're there. At the moment, we're kind of just brainstorming, though, with different business ideas and trying to find something that we can really do all online so that we're not limited to just one spot. Because, of course, even though we do like to settle, we'd also like to be able to travel around the United States for a bit when we get there to begin with, just so Siena can see the whole country, and so even I can see parts of the country that I haven't before.
Yeah.
Just really have a good experience with that because, you know, as soon as we do settle, it's going to be a lot more difficult to go up and do something like that.
Exactly, yeah. And Josh right now, Josh has a lot of time on his hands right now since his wrists have an injury, so he can't work in the Netherlands right now with his construction job that he normally works with. So right now Josh has more time to spend on business ideas and the way we want to make money in the future. So
lots of brainstorming and lots of time spent behind the computer.
Welcome. I have a computer job, so now Josh really knows how I feel too. Studying online, working online, this online.
What does the world come to?
Yeah.
Thank you so much for watching this video. Hope you guys enjoyed hearing a bit more about what our life is like right now. Be sure to like and subscribe to help support our channel, and we'll see you guys in the next upload.
See ya.